Okay, hi there all. Just piecing together a recording of the morning's trades. Had a couple of trades on the Japan, which is the Nikkei, the Japan 225, and also a few which are a bit later on the, or it's actually one on the Hang Seng on the short. So both on the short side, all on the short side anyway. Yeah, it went pretty well. So I think I actually had two shorts. It was this one here I just placed now, which was short from, was it 27014? And it's basically off that double top. I call it an RTF. So when I see an RTF, I expect it to start attacking the most recent high or low. If it's going to break down, that's great. But if you, I'm treating this as a scalp more than anything else, because the actual 5 minute chart, you see from the 1 minute chart, the 1 minute chart's up, it's holding high lows, da da da. So the trend is up, and what I haven't marked up on this chart, I've got it on another screen, is the 5 minute chart showing resistance, and it actually pushed up in a resistance zone, strong resistance zone, and it's starting to back off now. And you see they're just flicking through other charts. The ASX, that's the SPY 200, that's getting knocked on the head quite a bit. And I think a bit later on, the Hang Seng opens up and heads south as well. So there's good reasoning why with the Nikkei it tends to do a lot, starts to ramp up into different levels. What it'll do is sucker in some buyers and then turn around and squeeze them back out. So, if you're trying to sell it, you're an algo or whatever, it's good to get the market bullish and then sell into it. And you can average up and then, or, average up, or, just build a short position on the way up, and then, you knock it back down. So I think what you'll see there, I just took off two out of the five, I'm pretty sure. And then I'll just start piecing out. If it doesn't, I've just moved the stop to break even too. So I'm not really interested in this big move on the downside, but what I'm interested in just seeing is, look, if it does start to run on, you'll notice it in the price action. It'll start to smash down to the downside. But what I'm really interested in, I've got a few points. I'm gonna protect that. I've at least made some profit at the moment, even if I get stopped out around even for the next three. I'm just trying to see, well, if it does spike down, I want to have something there on the downside, a buy order for a couple as well. But then I think I just start taking one or two off soon. Just start edging out. There's another one. So I think I've got three or two left, sorry. And then I just start to see if it looks like it's going to hold that level. What I'm thinking about is that 5 minute chart. Okay, so the 5 minute trend is still up. The 5 minute trend hasn't broken down. We've just come into the most recent high and low, like I suggested, off that RTF. And then if it's going to start to head back up to the highs, I don't want to be in there. I want to start. I want to be out and reassessing as we go. That's the SPY. I was thinking about having a bit of a buy there, but it's not. That's not my a good setup. And you can see how the market was actually quite weak from the open. The open was sort of up towards that 6,600 area, right up towards 6,600 open, and just went straight down, whereas the Nikkei went up. So it was kind of a mixed market, mixed open, which they tend to do. One market wants to be up here, one market wants to be down there. It's just the way it is. It's the way it's driven. I think now, look, I'm not sure. I can't remember what I do here. I do close it out, so I don't get a big hit on the next couple. I think I close it out. But like I said, I was just waiting for that 5 minute. If the 5 minute's going to have a pullback, and we're going to get that lower high on the 5 minute, I'm probably going to get stopped out on this at 012. So I'd rather look at that. If it's not going to go, I'm going to get out. Okay, close it out, which I think I do just in a minute here. There we go. There's another one. I think I've only got one left. There you go. So one left, and I'm thinking, well, I've got the bulk of it out around the same price. I think it was around 30 to 40 points up, and then on the four of those, and then I was thinking about leaving the last one, but I can't help myself. I don't like getting stopped out. It's an ego thing. So anyway, that's it. That's the trade there. We'll fast forward it and see what happens on the next trade. Okay, we're back, and I think there you go. So I just I had the recording on pause, and then just added the second one. Second trade, sorry, just went short again, so I short another five here. This one was a bit tougher, but you can see what I'm looking at. We're sort of down into that level again. Was it around 26,980 thereabouts, right where it is now? And I'm looking at that as a lower high. Okay, so what I'm doing, I've jumped in. I've got my stop loss in place. I've got my partial exit for two. I think down there for 940. And so what I do here, I think I just start to look. At one stage, I thought it was going to pop back up and start to run, because generally I want my stop above the lower high. In this case, it should have been a little bit higher, but I wasn't really keen on doing that. I figure if it's going to tag me there, it's probably going to tag me straight on that higher low. Okay, sorry, the lower high anyway. So if I did move it up, I'd probably get done on a little bit extra. So I was like, oh well, if it gets me, see what happens. But you'll see it starts to chop around. But I was on the right side there at the moment. At the stage, I think the ASX or the SPY 200 was still heading south. Um, I don't think the Hang Seng was open just yet either. No, it wasn't because I hadn't. I was still trading this. It was getting into the open anyway of the Hang Seng, which these markets tend to watch a bit. We had both markets going down. I think the open for the Hang Seng was looking to be a lot weaker. It's actually, as I talk now, I'm watching it live. It's gone down a hell of a lot. So I did the trade on the short side, made some money. It bounced. I got out. Really handy profit in the last one as well, about 86 points or so, and it's gone down even further. So it's gone down, probably another 100 points from where I got out, which kills you. But 86 points is pretty good. Right, so now to me, I'm starting to think this is gonna go down. So I've got a partial. I think I put another one there at 950 for one. I think I've got one there at nine or two at there at 940, and then I'm really just playing around the final exits after that. So that is the Hang Seng I just showed you. So it's gap down, open. It's weak. The Nikkei, I would expect if the Hang Seng is going to stay weak, we're going to roll over. Okay, and that's pretty much why I was holding on to it. Even though you can see that action, it was trying to hold up, and that's because the underlying index is it's moved up, so it's actually trending higher. The 5 minutes still higher. It just takes a bit of time for the market to, you know, the bigger players and the instos are going to edge out of the longs, so you get a bit of consolidation where they can get out their longs potentially and re-establish some shorts or get into a shorter position. All right, so that it's not just going to go up and down in an inverted V. It's going to get a bit of consolidation where they're trying to build a position. All right, so that's what I feel is happening now. So I was happy to hold that, even though I wasn't. I was looking at this going, oh, you start to get me and then roll over because I'd have to go short again. But as it played out, it actually turns soon, I think in the next few minutes, and starts to head south. So that's the Nikkei. I saw the Hang Seng there. You can see it's opened up, gap down. So the close was right up near 21,700 on early hours of Saturday morning, and now it's gapped down and it's gone down. So it's weak, a weak open. Couple that with the ASX 200, it just doesn't make sense why the Nikkei would be hanging around up here. There's no reason why they're too strong. So yeah, we'll keep an eye on this and we'll watch it play out. You can see I've got on the screen there is that's the underlying index. It's a 5-minute chart. I always look at the 5-minute charts for your general bias, and I've just seen that okay, we could potentially roll over without breaking the trend up and still just trade into the opening highs. The opening levels there down low, which means that I'm probably going to get all these out at somewhere above 29, or at least at a profit is all I care about. Now you can see that I've got another one lot in there, 26,950. So I'm expecting that, and I think I've got two at 26,940. I think I'll take another one off, and then it flushes, I'll take the last off. Okay, so something like that anyway. Can't remember, I'm getting confused with the three trades. But you'll see that starts to play out. It's going in the right direction. The pressure's on the overall market. So it's, to me now, I'm thinking about tightening that stop up, but I want to tighten when I've got something in the bag. Okay, I don't want to be tightening it too much because it could easily flush. If you get too close to say 2,700, it can hold the trend, wash out that high, the most recent minor lower high, wash it out, tag you, and then go down without actually breaking the trend. So you've just got to be wary of where you're placing your risk as well. All right, so here we go. We're in profit at the moment. 979 I got in. We're at 956 or thereabouts, 955 mid-range there. So I should get this one out soon. I think it plays around me, teases me a little bit. Should get out there, get that one lot out soon, and then it's only like it's very close to getting the 940 out as well. So, and then I think I've got another two down at 26,900 just in case it gets smashed and I'm not quick enough to do anything. What I'll do is I'll just have those in play. Now, if I take it and it gets smashed, then I'm happy with that. But if it doesn't, then I could at least, I could take one off here, one off there, and just delete those orders when I need to. Right, so that's pretty much the game plan. You'll see it's 2 points off getting the one out at 950, which I think it flushes that in a second. And then, so I've just moved the stop down a bit, tighten that up. It'll get that 950, it'll get 940, and then I think we'll just come back and see how it goes. There we go, just one's off there, 940 will be soon. And then I've just basically got three left. Okay, so here, I think reload the chart, but here it's just teetering on 940. You can see I've got the bid there for, I think it's two at 940. I've got three left, as I was saying. Yep, bid there at 940. I think it gets hit in a second. I'm not exactly sure when, but that pretty much get hit in a second. I've just moved my stop down, as you can see. So I'm on a free trade at the moment. Okay, so if I don't get these two out, it reverses all the way. I've got at least two, um, one lot. No, I've got two lots out. There we go. So that's just done. So I've basically got one left now. You can see one left, and I just try to follow it down, and I end up closing this out. I think sooner or later. What I like to do too, if it flushes, we had a pretty hard flush here. I'm pretty happy just to to take it off. And what do we get? 902 there. I can't remember if I get this. I think I take it out at about 20. Yeah, maybe. But maybe it actually gets 902. Can't remember here. We'll just wait and see. So this is just for the last one. I thought I'd just put in a bid there. If it gets me, it gets me. Um, what do I do? Actually, I don't. I don't get the 902. I get about there. So I hit it about here because I didn't like that little bounce. Okay, so this is the third trade. This is the Hang Seng. The short, I actually come in a bit late, so I'd already traded this before I started recording. I think I left it off and forgot to press start. So either way, you can see I'm short 5. I've got a buyback for 2 at the moment, and I think I just start to scalp out a couple. I've got my risk there is at break even. I just have to follow up to see where exactly I am. But I actually did get that this one does flush quite a bit lower. And I do get, if I can remember right, I do get a good flush on the last one. Okay, so we get this in a minute. I think 320 trades in just a moment. You'll see it's ticking into that level now. It's just the algo's working over, up, down, up, down, up, down, but it's generally just going down. So I should get this 21,320 in a moment. So that takes the 2 off. I'm not sure. Now I'll have to look. I'm not sure whether I did get out of 1 or not. I'll just wait and see how this goes. It'll show you. There you go. There's 2 out. I've got 1 to go. Okay, because I got 1 to go. So I actually went short. I think I got out of a couple before I started recording anyway. Yeah, and we've got 1 to go. So basically this last one, I'm just seeing those lows there. If it spikes any lower, around the 300 mark, I'll just flag it. Or if it spikes below 300, I think I get. I'm just ready to get out and call it a day. So that last one, I get out somewhere here. There you go. So that last one netted about 80 something points. Okay, you can see on the screen there. That's not all the results, I think, but that's just those last few trades that I had. And you can see that I do take a lot of partials. I like to just, all in one hit and then edge out of something because you never quite know where it's going to go. And if you're going to get, take the effort to get in the right area and get in with the momentum and, when it's trending, you don't want to take it off unless you've got, a clear reason to take it all off. Otherwise, you just want to let the, take off a couple to lock away some gains, kind of minimize any losses that you may have on the next ones, and then just try to edge it out and manage that trade as you go. Right, that's pretty much it. I'll probably see if I can do some more recordings and then just see how we go. But I think that's it for me this morning, and I'll go and have a look at the European Open and then the US potentially later on. All right, guys, I'll speak to you soon.